Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Talk Spicy. I'm Coach Gene Clemens. Thank you for joining me. Wherever you are joining me, rate the show, comment, agree, disagree, but whatever you do, keep it spicy. 5-star ratings are appreciated. And if you're joining me on my YouTube channel, like, subscribe. Yes, I want to get to 2,000 subscribers on that YouTube channel. Make sure you actually follow me on all my social media platforms. I started thinking about it. Someone was like, well, you got to ask for what you want. And I want more followers. So make sure that you are following me wherever you can find me at Gene Clemens, Twitter, Instagram, wherever, at Gene Clemens. Thank you to everybody that's joining me this morning. Make sure you check out my articles right now that I have out for The Athletic. I have a betting piece on the Group of 5, Group of 6, and FCS. I'm already off to a bad start. I'm 0-1. Last night, Jacksonville State beat down by UAB. A game that I thought would be closer than the point spread, that 16.5 points. I thought UAB would dominate the game, but I thought that later on in the game, late third, fourth quarter, that Jacksonville State would find a way to get on the board, and that just simply was not the case. Shout out to UAB and the Bulls. They're going to be a really crazy, difficult team to beat this year. I can't believe that they actually tried to get rid of that program. How nuts is that when you think about it? That they actually tried to get rid of a team like UAB. And to see how much or how hard they've returned, how much they've been able to come back. It's been really, really awesome to see, not only for that program, but for the players and the fan base that they have, however small it is. And let's hope that it continues to grow. I know that Alabama is dominated by the Tide and the Auburn Tigers, but there's room for more fans. And I'm sure that everybody that's a UAB fan is probably also a fan of Alabama or Auburn, but there's room to be fans of both because they don't really, really compete against each other. So let's hope good things are still in the works for UAB. I still have high hopes for Jacksonville State. They're my dark horse FCS team this year. I could see the glimpses. They were just up against legitimately one of the best defenses in the country, and that defense is hard to beat. With that being said, welcome home, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome home. That game for me, that game last night kicked off the fact that we are back. We are back into a place where we get college football. And tonight we have, matchup after matchup after matchup after matchup. I want to say we have somewhere along the lines of, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, 16 to 17 games tonight. That is fantastic. Then tomorrow night, which is a high school football night, so I don't really like the fact that college football has started trying to, jump into Friday nights. But there's games tomorrow night as well, and then we're back with a full slate on Saturday, and we're off to the races. Now until, February, we don't have to ask about football anymore. It is here. If you are a football fan, more specifically, if you're a college football fan, then this is, quite honestly, the most wonderful time of the year. I mean, there's no other way of saying it. Right now, everybody's team feels like they have a chance to do something great. Right now, everybody's team feels like they have a chance to win the conference title. And that's all you can ask for, right? At the end of the day, all you want is that feeling. You want to feel as if you have a chance to win it all. That's a really good feeling. Some games that I pinpointed. on my best bets column for The Athletic. Coastal Carolina versus the Citadel. Shout out to the Citadel. But it's not going to be a good night for the Citadel. I just don't know how it could be. Coastal Carolina will definitely understand how to play against the Citadel. They'll be out on a mission, probably very similar to UAB. They'll be on a mission. They'll want to make a statement. I have them covering that 35-point spread or whatever it is tonight. I don't really see the Citadel scoring. And if they do, I think it'll be a late score. But that's one of my big spread covers for the night. Florida International playing against Long Island University. Another big spread that I think will get covered. Florida International has one of the best running backs in the country. And they have Butch Davis, who, if you haven't followed Butch Davis's career, never seems to put two bad seasons together back to back. So last year was a struggle. It was a struggle for them for real. But they brought back a lot of people, especially on defense. They also brought in a new defensive coordinator. I think you could see them have a lot of success this year in conference. I don't know if they've got enough to beat some of those guys at the top, but because that's usually going to come down to quarterback play. But they're definitely going to roll tonight. Long Island, not good against the run. Florida International, very good at running the ball. Ipso facto, beat down. Take the big points. I mean, give the big points. I tell people all the time, big spreads are big for a reason. Probably the marquee game of the night. The marquee game tonight, most likely, at least to me, the game I'm most intrigued by is probably UCF and Boise State. Boise State, always a good program. UCF has been a good program now for the past few years. Started to kind of decline with once Scott Frost left and they brought in Josh Heupel, I think it was. Now they have Gus Malzahn down there. The word is that he's going to get back to doing Gus Malzahn type stuff. We'll see if that's actually true. If so, UCF should be fun. I'll tell you what, Boise State, UCF, probably want to take the over. It'll probably be a 30-something to 30-something game. Over-under on that is 68 points. So we are back. Oh, my goodness gracious. I could keep going down the line. What's Utah going to be like this year? It's just game after game after game to whet our beaks, to get us thinking about, what's coming. And again, it's a beautiful time. Ohio State versus Minnesota, a big game early on, Big Ten game early on. Ohio State, we're going to see. I mean, they lost Justin Fields, and they lost a running back, but they didn't really lose much else, and they have the best receiving core in the country. A receiving core that could rival one of those Alabama receiving cores that they've had lately. So it should be fun. They've got a new quarterback, but guess what? He's athletic. He can throw the ball. They're not falling off any. Ohio State, is this the year that Minnesota actually makes good on the promises that they've been keep hyping up their head coach, whom I'm not really the biggest fan of, but they keep hyping him up and they keep talking about how great a coach he is. Is this the year he actually shows it? We shall see. Eastern Washington, late night. If you're into this stuff, Eastern Washington, UNLV. UNLV is a slight favorite in this game, and I really believe that Eastern Washington has a chance to pull the upset over UNLV tonight. My Walter Payton Award winner, Eric Barriere, leads one of the best offenses in the FCS. They are going to be really, really difficult to beat. That's either tonight or tomorrow night. I might be misspeaking. It could be tomorrow night. I think it's tonight, though. But yeah, we shall see. It's good. Like I said, it's good to be back. Nope, that's tonight. I was right. Ohio State's definitely tonight. Eastern Washington UNLV is tonight. I went and looked for sure. So, if you're paying attention to my picks, I have Eastern Washington covering the spread versus UNLV, possibly winning outright. I have Coastal Carolina covering the spread over the Citadel, Florida International covering the spread over Long Island. I really tried to do an FBS group of 5 FCS crossover. I wanted to make sure I was still showing my FCS some love because I was so heavy in the FCS during the spring. I think I was one of the only people writing about the FCS at all during the spring. So it's good to be back. It's good to have that back. I am looking forward to having college football or some type of football anywhere between 4 times and possibly even 5 times a week. I hope you're strapped in. I hope you're ready. I hope you're prepared. I hope you've got your favorite college's shirt. If not, go support that college. They need your support. Buy a shirt, buy a hoodie, buy a foam finger. Don't buy a foam finger. That's so silly. But show your support, and we'll see you all at the game. Ladies and gentlemen, that's been Talk Spicy. I've been Coach Gene Clemens. We do this thing a few times a week. Rate the show, comment, agree, disagree, but whatever you do, keep it spicy. 5-star ratings are appreciated. If you're joining me on the YouTube channel, leave a comment. Let me know how you're doing. We'll see you later. Peace.